Good morning. Good morning. Hey, James Hooker here, your local realtor. Wanted to make this quick video to kind of go over uh, a program that most cities nationwide have to offer. It's dealing with the Public Housing Authority, which falls under the Housing and Urban Development, or better known as HUD. And they manage a program and it's basically, and I'll give it the title. The title is Finding Out About Renting to Own. So, in a nutshell, you could leverage the government for funds to purchase the home that you're currently renting or locate a home to rent eventually to own. So I'm going to go through through this website and kind of go over the details of it. So follow along, take notes. I hope you get some good information from it, and then move forward from there. If you need any assistance with it, you can give me a call. You can text me. You can email me. You can excuse me, like, share, comment on the bottom of this video, and let me know if I can be of any assistance for you in trying to utilize this program. So basically, it is a Section 8 program, and I know Section 8 has a stigma with it, but don't look at Section 8 as having that type of stigma of urban, um, low income, quote unquote, the ghetto. They don't just work in the ghetto, they work throughout the city, in states and things like that. So don't go, when you hear Section 8, don't think of it as what most people think of Section 8 as being. So first thing is, what is the rent to own program? So basically, to qualify for the Section 8 home ownership program, you have to meet certain criteria for Section 8. You've got to meet the program eligibility requirements surrounding employment, income, tenancy history, things like that. So once you qualify and you receive the assistance, then you have some other responsibilities you have to adhere to, basically, and then we'll kind of touch on that as we go through it. So this program is not available in all jurisdictions, just FYI. So you would have to check with your local public housing agency in each state, in your state, wherever you are, and find out if they have this program offered in your area. So how do you qualify for the Section 8 home ownership program? Once my computer catches up and goes to the next page, then we can go over that. So it's the Section 8 Mortgage Assistance Program, is also known as the Home Ownership Program, and it has a set of requirements that applicants must meet in order to qualify. So when each participant of the public housing agency they can set limits on the size and the purpose of the voucher. So they get their own subjective opinion, or they have that authority to pick and choose who, how much, and the purpose of the voucher. So basically, you would work with your local public housing agency to see, if I can get this, 4,000, 5,000 square foot home, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But keep in mind, it's a program for low income families. So you want to make sure that it's something that's affordable for you. And then we'll actually, as we go through this program, it kind of touch bases on that. But there are requirements that you have to meet. These are just general requirements. The applicant must meet applicant must be eligible for the Housing Choice Voucher Program. And each PHA, Public Housing Agency, has their eligibility requirements, a checklist for you to adhere to. The applicant must be a first-time home buyer, so this can't be a second, third home. You can't utilize this program if this is not your first home. But needless to say, if there are waivers, the government always has waivers for you to utilize, just in case you're in that emergency type situation to where you want to utilize this program and you're not a first-time home buyer. So still call your public housing agency just to see, just in case there may be a waiver out there for you. The applicant must meet income limits by household size. What that basically is saying that everyone in the home, that makes an income, that has an income, has to meet this size limit as far as the household income goes. So everybody, and again, it depends on the public housing agency that you're working with. They set that limit of where that income must meet, right, or can't be above. At least one member of the family must currently have a full-time employment and or had it continuously for 1 year prior to receiving assistance. This excludes the elderly and the disabled. So that's self-explanatory. You must have the job for at least 1 year to show proof of employment. Additional Section 8 mortgage assistance requirements include attending homeownership counseling, having no ownership interest in residential property, and no default history for mortgage. So first thing is you got to have a home ownership counseling, right? And the PHA, they're going to provide that for you, or offer it to you rather, if you haven't had that yet. Having no ownership interest in a residential property. So basically you can't own another home and trying to use this program to get another home. Okay. Where are we? So no default history for a mortgage. So you can't, on your credit history, can't show any defaults, basically being late on any payments for a mortgage in the past, basically, right? If applicants have a home already in mind, the home must meet housing quality standards to qualify. So housing quality standards, again, is going to be up to your public housing agency. So you will communicate with them to see if this house meets the standards of what they will use the voucher for, okay? How do you apply for Section 8 homeownership program? It's fairly simple. Through Section 8, buying a home requires obtaining a voucher, right? So basically the voucher is just the check from the government providing it to said bank to get you this house, right? So to apply for Section 8 homeownership program, you must contact your local PHA, as we've been discussing, your public housing agency. Some agencies allow applicants to complete the application online, by phone, or in person. So again, contact your local public housing agency and they will provide that contact information. While some steps may vary, applicants generally must provide proof of identity and income. It is important to note that there are no fees to submit a Section 8 application. Now, they say that to say this: be aware of fraudulent services that claim to facilitate the application process for a fee or provide application assistance only if you pay them money. So you don't need a third party to fill out the application and submit the application for you. You don't have to go by a third party who says, well, I'm going to do it properly and your application is going to go to the top of the list if you use my company to submit this application. False, false, false. So that's fraudulent. So stay away from those. You yourself can fill out that application, okay, and submit it. Once the agency processes your Section 8 application and accepts you in the program, it will place you on a waiting list among other eligible applicants. So just like every other governmental program, there's a waiting list, right? So the sooner you fill out the application, the sooner you can get access to the money. So don't wait. Go ahead, knock out the application and get it submitted. The next step in the process is Section 8 interview, where agents speak with the family to collect all necessary documentation and assess eligibility. Basically, they're going to ask you for your income. They're going to ask you for, more or less, they're going to ask you for, some kind of history as to why you need to use a voucher, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So be prepared for that. Go in there prepared with all your documentation and ready for the interview. They will send you email or talk to you to let you know what documents they will need to see when you go in to see them. So make sure you have all that together and ready so that your application can be processed that much faster, okay? Applicants may need to provide documents such as their social security cards, birth certificates, medical assistance cards, and photo identification. So again, as I stated, your public housing agency will tell you what documents you need to bring to that meeting. So ensure you bring those documents to that meeting, again, to expedite the processing of your application, okay? How does the Section 8 homeownership program work? Fairly simple, again. Once your local PHA receives your application and accepts you as a Section 8 homeownership beneficiary, there are a few steps to complete to get your home, right? Fairly simple, cut and dry. First is participating in a pre-assistance counseling that we talked about before. You have to have that counseling. They want to ensure that you are fully educated on owning a home, all of the responsibilities that come with owning a home, right? So that's what the counseling basically is going to be about. They're going to make sure you understand, make sure you understand home ownership, the maintenance of the home, homeowners insurance, property taxes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you're going to get all that information in this counseling, right? HUD provides the counseling to prospective homeowners to prepare them on various topics, including financial management, home maintenance, and home financing, right? So it's kind of a little bit of what I just said. The next step is setting measurable deadlines for the Section 8 homeownership process, right? So they're going to go step by step with you to make sure these deadlines or these benchmarks are met in a timely fashion, because there's things that need to be done in a timely fashion. So they're going to help you along the way with that, with the process. The public housing agency will generally give Section 8 beneficiaries a time frame to locate a home, obtain a loan, and complete the home purchase, right? So again, there's time frames that things need to happen, and they're going to assist you with that. Finding a home can be taxing, right? As a process, entails a lot of documentation and property visits. Once you find one that suits your needs, the public housing agency must conduct an inspection to ensure the home meets housing quality standards set by HUD, right? So finding a home, I'm a realtor, I can speak to this firsthand. Finding a home can be frustrating. It can be, you can build a lot of impatience in the process. There are a lot of homes out there to search from. And then the key to it is knowing already what it is that you're looking for and being very specific of that as you're going through your search. But I won't say that it is, like finding a needle in a haystack. I would more say it's a process. You just have to trust the process that your home is out there for you, and you guys just have to meet in the middle. So it takes a little time to find a home. So just want to kind of give you a heads up on that, on how it could be when you're searching for your home, especially for first-time home buyers. Once you find one that suits your needs, the public housing agency must conduct an inspection to ensure the home meets the housing quality standards set by HUD. So once you find that home, they're going to send out an inspector to make sure that that house meets all of the standards of HUD, right? So they're going to check the roof, make sure the roof is good. They're going to check the plumbing. They're going to make sure that the house is livable to their standard for you and your family, right? So because they're taking the government's funds, and they're utilizing the government's funds for you to, help you purchase this home. So I'm going to make sure that their money is going towards an asset that meets the amount of that voucher, right? The inspection will determine if the home meets standards in three main areas: health, safety, and functionality, right? That's cut and dry, self-explanatory. If a home meets all standards, the beneficiary may begin steps to purchase the home and contact mortgage lenders. Some PHAs only allocate Section 8 homeownership funds towards monthly payments for home expenses, right? So if the home meets all the standards, then you could begin the steps to purchase the home and contact some banks, right? And then sometimes what they're saying is it could be used towards monthly payments for home expenses, right? So this is where it comes into, well, you found a home to rent, or you're already in a home and you're renting it and the owner wants to sell it. So now you can leverage this HUD program and utilize it for your purchasing, right? So others may allow recipients to, so others meaning different PHAs, different public housing agencies do different things. There's no cut and dry cookie cutter PHA agency. So each one is different. So you have to contact yours. And once you're working with yours in your local area, they will let you know the do's and don'ts of their program, right? But others may allow recipients to put funds towards a down payment or closing costs, so they can help you with that. So generally, the Section 8 home ownership program covers some of the following, right? So monthly premiums for mortgage insurance. They can help you with your taxes. They can help you with utilities. They can help you with routine maintenance, repairs, and replacements. So these are things that they can assist you with, just like normal maintenance or monthly expenses on a house. They can assist you with that. So this is a great program for you to leverage to help you, purchase a home, maintain a home, repair a home, right? So again, this is a great program that's out there that anyone can use if you qualify, and you just have to know about it and take advantage of it. So it is important to note that the Section 8 mortgage assistance does not last throughout the entire mortgage term, except for the elderly and the disabled. So basically, if you're not elderly and you're not disabled, it's not going to last the life of the loan. The 30-year fixed mortgage is not going to last the life of that. You can't continue to use this program for 30 years. So with that said, that's what the counseling, the financial counseling is for, to where they help you get yourself together to make sure that you can maintain this home after their cutoff time. And basically, as you can see in the next paragraph, their cutoff time is normally about 10 years, but some of them extend it out to about 15 years. So depending on your public housing agency will dictate how long they will be able to assist you, right? So receiving homeownership assistance comes with responsibilities on the owner's part. He or she must live in the home. You have to live in the home, fulfill all requirements of the mortgage, and Section 8, program. So that means paying your bills. That means maintaining the house. That means paying your taxes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you got to keep the house up. You have to maintain the bills. You have to pay the mortgage, right? And you have to attend mandatory counselings, right? And it's only to benefit you. This is not, a disciplinary action for them giving you this money. This is helping you increase your knowledge. It's a benefit. It's an investment in yourself as well. So fair to do this may result in being disqualified from Section 8 in the homeownership program. So there it is in a nutshell. I mean, this program is out there for all to use. I highly suggest taking advantage of it. If you need any assistance with it, again, my name is James Hooker. I'm your local realtor. You can check out my website, www.jhookertherealtor.com. I have a Facebook page you can contact me on, which is J Hooker the Realtor, and an Instagram page that you can also contact me on at J Hooker the Realtor. So again, I hope this video helped you guys, out, helped edify your knowledge in some home buying assistance that's out there for you, for some for low income families or first time home buyers, so that this program is out there for you. It's beneficial for you. I highly suggest you take advantage of it. Again, James Hooker, you guys have a blessed day.